Good morning. So last time we saw a bipolar transistor and now we are going to start with a unipolar transistor. So bipolar transistor means the current flowing through the transistor because of electrons and holes. So we know the types of the bipolar transistor. These are NPN and PNP. So we very well know about these two transistors, which are NPN and PNP. So today we are going to see here the unipolar transistor. So why it is unipolar? Because the current flowing through this transistor is because of only electron or holes. So only current through the transistor is because of electrons or holes, and therefore it is called as a unipolar. So electron is negatively charged, holes are positively charged. So this transistor is known as a unipolar transistor. Okay, and here if you observe NPN and PNP transistors, so current flowing through these transistors are because of electrons as well as holes. So it is known as bipolar transistor. So here main transistor of this unipolar category is FET. Okay, short form is FET. So it is a field effect transistor. So this is a unipolar transistor. So field effect transistor is again divided in different categories. So first one is a JFET. Okay, JFET. It is junction field effect transistor. And another category is MOSFET. Okay, so another category is MOSFET. Okay, so it has a junction. So like NPN and PNP transistor, so there are two junctions, PN and so this is also PN. So base to emitter and base to collector junction. So it has two junctions. So like that there is also one junction. So this is called as junction field effect transistor. And this one is the MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Okay, so this JFET is divided again in two categories. So first one is N channel and second one is a P channel. Okay, again MOSFET is also divided in two categories. So it is enhancement type MOSFET and depletion type MOSFET. Okay, so this is a family. And again enhancement type is also divided in a two category, that is N channel, P channel. Okay, so like that depletion type is also divided in a two categories that are known as N channel and P channel. Okay, so this is a family of a FET. Field effect transistor is a unipolar transistor, so which is divided in a two, JFET and MOSFET. So JFET is again divided in a two categories, N channel and P channel. The MOSFET long form is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So it has again divided in two categories, enhancement type MOSFET and depletion type MOSFET. Okay, again it is divided in N channel, P channel. So this is also divided into N channel and P channel. Okay, so this is a FET family. Okay, so now we are going to first see the JFET. Okay, it is the unipolar transistor. Okay, JFET. junction field effect transistor. Okay, so it has a junction like a PN junction. Okay, so like a NPN and PNP transistor, it has also a 3 terminals. Okay, so named as a source, okay, then drain and gate. Okay, source is like a emitter in NPN transistor. Okay, source is like emitter in NPN transistor. Drain is like a collector, and gate is like a base. Okay, so this NPN PNP transistor also has a 3 terminals, and JFET has also a 3 terminal source, drain. Source is just like a emitter, so drain means take out the charge carriers like collectors. Okay, so gate is just like a base. Base controls the collector current, so here gate controls the drain to source current. Okay, so let us see the construction of the JFET. Okay, construction, how this JFET is constructed. So here, so there are 2 types, N channel and P channel, we know that. So let us see the construction of N channel. Okay, so here in case of N channel, we have N channel or N type material semiconductor bar. Okay, so we use here N type bar, so we name that N bar. Okay, so N type bar, and you have to form a junction on both opposite edges of this bar. Okay, so we attach a P regions, we form a junctions. Okay, so this is a P region, so this is also P region. Okay, so that's why, so there is a PN junction, so this is PN junction, and here is also PN. So this is N type bar, and there are 2 P semiconductors are attached, so that the junction is formed here, PN junction, and here also a PN junction. So the leads are connected at both the ends of the bar. So these are named as a drain, and another one is source. Okay, so these 2 P regions are connected each other. Okay, so these 2 P regions are connected to each other, and this terminal is known as a gate. Okay, so this is a simple construction. This is a construction of N channel JFET. Okay, N channel JFET. So there is N type bar, 2 P regions are formed on the opposite edges of that bar. Leads are connected, named as drain and source. 2 P regions are connected to each other, so it is named as a gate. So junction is formed. So there is a channel between these 2 P regions. So this is named as a channel. So according to name, N bar, so this is N channel, so named as a N channel JFET. So we are using the symbol of this N channel JFET like this. Okay, so let us see here. Okay, so this is a drain, this is a source, and this is a gate. Okay, there is an arrow mark on the gate lead. Okay, so there is an arrow mark. So the arrow is direction is on the inward side. Okay, so this inward arrow indicates this is N channel. Okay, so this inward arrow on the gate indicates it is N channel. So we know that for NPN and PNP transistor, so we mark outward arrow on emitter that indicates it is a NPN type transistor. Okay, for NPN transistor you marked the arrow outward on the emitter, and we marked inward arrow on the emitter for PNP. Okay, so this is the symbolic difference between NPN and PNP. Similarly, here also, if there is an inward arrow on the gate, it indicates it is an N channel. Okay. So similarly, the construction of P channel. So this is similar construction for P channel. So there is a P type semiconductor bar. Okay, so this is called a channel. So leads are attached to drain, source. So the two end junctions are formed on opposite edges. So it forms a junction, and these are interconnected. Okay, so these are interconnected to each other, and this is a gate terminal. And symbol of this P channel is same as of N channel, but you have to mark arrow. Okay, that is outward, drain, source and gate. So this is a simple construction of JFET. Okay, junction field effect terminal, N channel. So here P channel. So you have to replace N by P and P by N. So this is the construction of this N channel and P channel field effect transistors. Okay, so let us see the characteristics, that is the operation of this JFET, how it works. Okay, so this is just a circuit to observe the IV characteristic. IV characteristic means just we are going to observe the relation between the current flowing through this FET and the voltage across this FET. Okay, so like NPN transistor, we saw the characteristic curves of the NPN transistor. In that case, we observe the relation between the collector current IC and the voltage across the transistor, that is VCE, for different values of base current IB. Here also we are going to observe the relation between the drain current ID and the voltage across VDS, drain to source voltage, for different values of this gate voltages. Okay, so this is the drain, source and this is gate. Okay, so there is a main thing you have to understand, that always you have to apply gate to source reverse bias. Okay, for N channel JFET. Okay, so for JFET, so drain is at higher potential for N channel and source is at higher potential for P channel. Okay, so there is little bit difference. So this N channel drain is connected at higher potential for this N channel. So for P channel you have to apply source at the higher potential. So there is a difference. So here, and another thing is, always you have to connect a reverse bias between gate and source. So this gate is of P type and source is of N type. So you have to apply a reverse bias. So reverse bias means P is at negative potential and N is at higher potential, positive potential. Okay, so reverse bias means you have to apply opposite polarity. P is connected to negative, N is connected to positive. That means this junction at the gate, so this is also junction, this is also junction, these are connected to each other. So this junction and this junction get reverse biased with this voltage source. We name this voltage source as VGS. So we vary the voltage from 0 to maximum. Okay, so let us consider what happened with this gate to source voltage is 0 volt. So when the gate to source voltage 0 volt means there is a no reverse bias between gate and source. Okay, so there is zero bias, and we know that in a reverse bias PN junction, depletion layer is developed, but with a zero reverse bias, with a zero bias means you have to apply zero voltage. For the zero, there is no depletion layer at this junction. Okay, so this from drain to source, so there is only between drain and source there is only simple n channel semiconductor. Okay, so now we are going to vary this VDD from 0 to maximum, and just we are going to observe the current flowing through this FET. Okay. So we know that as we apply a voltage to the simple semiconductor, so there is a simple semiconductor, n type semiconductor between drain and source, and if we vary the voltage, now how semiconductor will behave? So there is a maximum width between these two regions, and there is a maximum traffic can flow. Okay, just it is like a road. Okay, so consider this just like a road, and if we apply the voltage, maximum current flowing through this n type semiconductor, because this road is totally open to flow. Okay, so if we vary the voltage VDS, drain to source, that is VDD, drain to source voltage, and if we observe the drain current ID, we see the characteristics or variation between these like this. Okay, if we increase the voltage, the collector current increases. Okay, as we increase the voltage, the drain current ID increases like this. That means this relation is just like a resistor. Okay, if we apply voltage for resistor and vary the and measure the current, if we vary the voltage and measure the current, we see this relation between current and voltage for the resistor. That means this semiconductor acts like a resistor initially. Okay, after some time, if we increase the voltage again, the current becomes steady. Okay, so the current becomes steady. So that means this n channel goes into saturation. That means there is no increase in a current, there is a stable current. So this is a saturation. And again, if we increase this voltage, the channel goes into breakdown and current increases very sharply. Okay, so let us see this behavior of the semiconductor. Okay, between drain and source there is a simple n channel n type semiconductor. So initially, if we increase the voltage, it acts like a resistor. After some time, it goes into saturation, and there is a constant current as we increase the voltage. And after some time, if we increase the VDS voltage, it goes into breakdown. Okay, so this is a ohmic region. It acts like a resistor. This is a saturation region. Okay, and this is a breakdown region. Sometimes this region is also known as active region. So this is for VGS equal to 0 volt. VGS equal to 0 volt. Okay, so if we increase the VGS voltage negative, okay, if we increase this voltage, this PN junction, these two PN junction gets reverse biased. Okay, if VGS equal to -1 volt is applied, okay, consider -1 volt is applied, so in that case these two junction gets reverse biased and depletion layer is developed, okay, at both the junctions at the opposite side, because we know that as we increase the reverse bias, depletion layer is increases. Okay, so I taught you about this. The depletion layer gets increased as we apply a reverse bias. So what will be happen here now? So as this depletion layer is developed, the channel width decreases. That means road size decreases. Okay, now what about traffic? Then traffic also get decreased. Okay, So as the channel width decreases, traffic through the channel, that means flow of electron, okay, so this is the from negative side electron enters into the channel and it drain out from the drain, okay, so that's why name is given drain. So the channel, the traffic means flow of electron get decreased as we increase the VGS. So we can see here we observe the same variation, but little bit current gets decreased, okay, so like this. Initially it acts like a resistor, it goes into saturation, and after some time it goes into breakdown. So this breakdown point appears before the previous one, okay, so this breakdown point occurs before the previous one. So this is VGS equal to -1 volt if we apply, okay. Then again if we increase this voltage VGS, suppose -2 volt, okay, again if we increase this voltage for -2 volt, then again this depletion layer gets increased, again the depletion layer gets increased and channel width decreases. As channel width decreases, electron flow gets decreased. So as we increase the VDS voltage from 0 to maximum, we observe the variation in the drain current like this. Initially it acts like a resistor, it goes into saturation and goes into breakdown. So this breakdown point occurs earlier than the previous one. Similarly, so this is VGS equal to -2 volt. Similarly, again if we increase the voltage, the current gets decreased and depletion layer increases, okay. So if it goes on increasing this VGS voltage, the point, there is one point is reached. At that point two depletion layers are touches to each other, and the current becomes 0. So for that VGS voltage, the current, there is very small reverse leakage current, okay, so it is considered as a 0, but there is a reverse leakage current, okay. So at that point VGS, the FET goes into off state. So this goes into off state, and this is known as pinch off voltage, okay. So the voltage, okay, so this is a gate to source voltage VGS. So the voltage at which the transistor goes into off. Why transistor goes into off? Because these two depletion layers are touches to each other and there is a no road, okay, so traffic becomes 0, stopped now, okay, that is like red signal, it is stopped here because there is no road and the fully current flow is stopped here, and this FET is acts like off, okay. So this voltage is known as pinch off voltage, at which the two depletion layers are touches to each other and drain current ID becomes 0. So here ID becomes 0. So this is the characteristic curve of this FET, okay, IV characteristic of this shift. It is the operation, how it operates, okay. So keep in mind that always gate to source junction is reverse biased, and the current flowing through this channel is controlled by this gate to source voltage, okay. So therefore it is known as, this JFET is known as voltage controlled, okay. So this transistor is voltage controlled because gate voltage, there is no gate current. So for NPN and PNP transistor there is a base current IB, but here there is no gate current because the junction is reverse biased, okay. So that's why it is known as voltage control. Another thing you have to observe that this depletion layer is spread more towards drain than the source, okay. So I'm purposely drawn this. So this is spread more towards drain than the source because this has a higher potential. So this reverse bias between gate and drain is more than as compared to the gate to source. Okay, so that's why this depletion layer is spread more towards the drain. Okay, so this is the main thing you have to consider. So this is the voltage controlled because this voltage controls the drain current. As we increase the gate to source voltage, the current goes on decreasing. So this is the characteristic curve of this JFET. Okay, let us stop here now.